Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This is your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk. Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This is your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.
Hello and good evening, Fambulem, to yet another edition of State Capture, where they come to you live on True Talk Radio 98.5 FM. And today, just like any other week where we've been known, they bring to our programs, then we want to look at two, with a look at one topic where actually very big inside governance and in big inside accountability. Basically, how the people who they vote for, they represent we side and how well then they do them. Now, I don't know how many people they know here about the word state capture outside of the episodes, the more we don't do here. But for una we know here it just they refer to how powerful people them, and I mean few powerful people them they able for influence the decision them we politician and they make. You see, and most of the time when they make them interest, when they make them decisions, them enough can be in the good of all. Enough can be for the good of all. No, actually they be for just them themselves for benefits, the interest them within gets. So if, for example, now Fambulem, you get a situation with say money way for go pan hospital, with them for bill for the community, for we all for enjoy. One green man go use them and maybe make up small clinic way in the control the clinic instead of make them public, for example, where all the profits would they come to them and the people them waiting them not be need for pay for self, then begin pay for. Now then kind of situation here we they refer to. And for discuss the topic today, we actually get find people and we get for talk to we and we get for share their own perspective on the topic where we get at hand. With me inside the studio currently na Mr. Issa Mansari in a lecturer in Afrabe College and Political Science Department. Mr. Mansari, tell Fambul them ado and tell we small but your experience so you don't get inside the academic field.
Okay, Fambul them good evening. I think yes, we'll reach already to evening. And a good evening, and I'm so proud for the night today, and also for talk on the topic where my brother don't say. Obviously, my own name, the presenter don't say I'm out. I'm Mr. Mansare, from the Political Science Department for Abbey College to be specific, and at the lecture day as a lecturer, and also part of the facilitating process for make sure so we help the department for grow. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mansari. And we get for be joined by the principal analyst and resource mobilization and project officer for the public sector reform unit when Mr. Abdul Sigismond Sise. And himself na a lawyer, we get for come represent the government side for share perspectives on this topic. Now the reason why we carry them to find personalities now because we want to get a balanced view. We want to forget one person where they come up from the academic field, we not actually get any interest in the party motives them way all political parties them they push forward now the country. So we they expect forget unbiased and unpartisan views them from the academic representative now. And we also bring the next person for a government side on this particular topic. Now, the thing about state capture, we will go into this whole program, they focus on state capture. And but for this week, the topic we did delve into under this particular one where we did talk about now how local institutions then they help for, then they contribute for either enable or for disable state capture. And waiting we want formally for look at now waiting. Now we look at the three main arms of government. Then you get the lawmaking body in a parliament, and you get the executive body, we comprise of the president and in cabinet, and then you get the judiciary, the people them we basically there for interpret the law and for punish anybody who go against the law. Now, for parliament, for example, we don't see times without number. There are the people in this way they make the law them for we, and if them people they are not accountable for themselves, if they're not able for tin up farm and carry out on the work where they're supposed to do, it go make government lose boku money. That say you make a passport deal with somebody, and after the passport deal, government still they pay money for that particular passport. So if you make inside 6 months, you make a 1 year, you need produce good service system, or the passport in quality poor. Now the fact the government still they continue for pay for that service we for produce we been for only last 6 months. If they make that money if they don't put for bill hospital for make road, and when they go to the pocket of that one great person just because parliament not do them work. And not only parliament we they look at, we also we want to look at the executive wing. Now with the executive wing, again, if we get negligence in performance of duty, or if we get people them where actually they change the rules them, they change policies them within the different ministries, departments and agencies them on, and then they can make them able to get results them where they fit only their interest instead of for everybody else. If they bring situation at the country, if they slow development, if they make me and they get trust in the government of the day, if they make people know they care self what's waiting to happen again, because they all go focus on how them for survive. And then the third one we want to look at, the third institution at the judiciary. Now, you wait for cancer to case, you wait for tell me who that's right and who that's wrong. If you're not independent, if you not decide for stay neutral, you go pick side, or by virtue of somebody else in position where a hold, able for come influence how you get for make that decision. It means but people go away with doing the wrong decisions. It means them go even able for thief, and then nobody not go hold them to account. And so these are the three institutions then where we want to look at today. And me where they bring the program to una today, me own name na Bemba Kamara. Let me take a short break.
Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This now your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk. Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This now your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk. Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This now your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.
Alright, Fambulemuna, welcome back again. My name is Bemba Kamara, and the topic we will look at today now how local institutions, them specifically Parliament and the executive, well, the president and in cabinet, the various ministries, departments, and agencies, them, and the judiciary, how them actually they contribute to or then they help with affect state capture. Now, like how we've been saying, we get two guests them with Win at the studio, and Mr. Issa Mansari been known introduce himself. And with Win now, Mr. Abdul Sigismond Sise, when I the principal analyst, project and resource mobilization officer, where they work in the public sector reform unit. Mr. Sise, tell Fambule Madu and tell them small about the work they do.
Fambule, I want to do Mina Abdul Sigismond Sise, as how the moderator say. Mika represents my boss now, Mr. Suleiman Fure Musa. Of course, as the moderator rightly said, me and the principal analyst, project resource mobilization. And I could just give a snappy kind of a job we do in a public sector reform unit. We then give the mandate for provide leadership coordination and technical backstopping and the strategic planning, design, implementation, monitoring, and reporting of public sector reforms programs.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Sigismond Sise. So again, as we tell on our family, the reason why we get these two individuals with we are because we want to forget two diverse perspectives. We want to forget one, a view we come off from the academic lens, we no go get we no go lean towards a particular just one school of thought, but will provide with several of all the knowledge them we political science don't degenerate on the topic, and then we get a representative from government, from the public sector reform unit. We INSEF they can provide in own perspectives based on the work them we then non do inside government. So we get one from the academic wing and then we get somebody from government. Now, we don't mention state capture. I mean, basic for Fambul them now, we not just refer to that bribery we did take in the open. No, we did talk about that arrangements them we they make behind closed doors where nobody no go see. We go help you for change the rules of the game them and make you benefits instead of helping everything or everybody else inside the country benefits. But whilst we come, like if you get a mining field, for example, money way for go for community development funds where that mining company, for example, for the G, instead of reach the people them say you make law we go make na the local council chief and I go they utilize that money or go show how they go. Which you end up with now one man we go they seek an interest instead of for help developing community in some cases them. So with all this now in mind family them we want to open up with a general question from both them perspective when they come with waiting state capture mean to them people here and how them see this particular theme here they actually operate inside the various ministries, departments and agencies them, parliament or court systems them. So let me start with Mr. Sigismond. So from your own experience in the work you don't do, what you able to tell me about this particular topic?
Basically, of course, a fantastic topic. state capture of itself is simply this, they try for to wherein you have state institutions wait for work, they're not able to work. So it's like saying everything stands still. State capture. So basically, now in the absence of democratic principles and a lot, and from my own perspective, we say the common public sector reforms. I believe say we are the elephant in the room because we deal with civil service and that of the public service. Of course, as you will see, the president thought I put and say there is no way we will promote development if the people where they drive development, they not kind of understand them, they not kind of be part of them, they not kind of champion the drive for let them go able for bring that into a reality. So basically state capture, basically when you get institutions the way not they do their job, automatically it disable government. Now I mean government as a whole, it go beyond just the political aspect. Thank God we get we border at the academic field. And when it comes to governance now, another part we did, you know, for ensure say people and do waiting there for do. Like for instance, for let's see how this be so important to the presidential agenda and make part of the middle-term national development plan 2024 to 2030, where they try to talk about transforming the public service architecture. Okay. And even the big 5 game changers, if you want to cluster 5.5, now basically they talk about that, you know, for revamp the public service architecture. And how this will happen. Now we are in a lot of things they come into play. And we job now that we as an institution where they drive the technical wing of the reforms, where the president come in second term, we realize a pronounce the Ministry of Public Administration and Political Affairs. For say how serious it take that in. Because state capture basically a cut across. Because you get the civil service, even parliament where you bring about, so you can be captured inside the public service. Because the civil service is just the micro of the macro public service. So basically, if the orientation no go, it no resonate, it no go beyond. Because basically, I go put and say, for let we able for drive development, you get for start from the political culture. Political socialization from the school, the home, the church. It's a concerted effort for ensure say development be assured. But once you get the institutions that are not they do their work, now I make Montesquieu tell you, in separation of powers, well they will allow all the institutions therefore able to do their job. And go beyond that, bring about the principle of checks and balances for let them coordinate. They harmonize, there's an alignment for see how this go happen. But I go stop here and so far as we go, I will delve deeper into jobs and like in the area of management.
Building on waiting Mr. Sigismund don't say, Mr. Happiness, sorry, Mr. Isaman say, I mean, you don't spend a lot of time inside the academic field now. Do you think state capture is something we actually they happen inside Sierra Leone? Is it something we should be worried about?
Thank you, my brother. First of all, I want to make the public know, say, my role now as a political analyst, you know, be a, or not get any connection towards me institution per se, and the opinions them what they make. These are valid opinions, with my own personal opinions there. And analysis based on the political lens, the political lens, how they look at things. So not they like come put a blame or say this against this or this against that, but now for analyze the fact and make we see them from a different point of view. However, the issue of state capture, I think this is, I would say, now one of the age-old discussion there. What we don't get. You know, since we shift from authoritarian and come to democracy, up to this moment, we get the same issue of problems here and there from different institutions and all of that. But I don't want to look at them from that aspect of the institution in per se. I want to take them from the aspect wherein we look at the citizen themselves. Because in most cases, for all of them things that have for happen, it take we the citizens there for able to drive towards that direction there. Because I tell you, for the most part, the entire cabinet of the president is just a little, segment of the entire 5 million plus Sierra Leoneans. And if you look where this small set of people, they control an entire country, and then we the citizens, and now we go push them again towards the drive of, doing the things them way wrong. You go see, if you go na certain office, one brother go tell you, say, man, where you go under, just find small something on and get that man. It work, eh? So it's a norm. So you the citizen way for fight against that in there. Now you the push them back and they support them back for make it go further. We don't na uni, we see what's in there happen. Right, in few sets of the one that we then think said no one for study. Then we say, I know we'll go meet that lecture and I so good do this, we go do that, we go do. So with all of these, the institutions are there. The institution then will become stronger and become more viable where we the citizens there impacting there that sense of fear and sense of strength. So it's just we the citizen look at from a different perspective. And I believe say if we get that perception there, things then go change. You go to Rwanda, where they no say just after the war, you don't talk about the Hutsis and the Tutsis anymore. You not get for make mention of that day. You not get for even talk bad about the country. You not go to a dot in a street. Everybody serve as a watchdog for one another. So, person not go there, we go say they watch you if you eat dot in a street and they go can't hold you. But when you eat dot in a street, you compare fellow citizens and they can't hold you. Tell you, say, man, what do you do so? It's wrong. Either I go report you or you pick them from there. So these are things them where I think say we also need for help the institutions then forget to the point where we all we all want to see. Not to think always we try for put the blame game on government, we put the blame game on certain parliament. Definitely we know that they are doing wrong, they are not doing their job, but we as well as citizens then we help them people that forget to the point where we always grumble about.
Right. Mr. Mansari, reports will come out. I don't know. There's this report will come out. Well, the finance minister in budget speech will get out for 2025 fiscal year. Waiting we've been seeing at that. Out of the total money where we expect, out of the total GDP of the government inside 2024. Of the country inside 2024 and the government expenditure. Domestic revenue only accounts for about 10 or 12%. That means the money where we together as Sierra Leoneans them, not even reach half of the money where the country actually they get. So it means governments they lose more money than we actually they know. And so where we they lose their money them it really cripple development. When we for go to hospital, we go inside somebody in pocket. Do you think laws them they inside the institutions, or you think saying that the processes of the various ministries, departments and agencies, or with judiciary or the parliament actually they lead to this situation where we don't get? I mean, bearing in mind, say people then would feel say we for able to generate more than just that.
Like I tell you, my brother, we able to generate them money than they. You understand? We able to make Salon a better place, but looking at it from the angle again where they come from, you go to certain offices there, you go to certain places there, money with them for pay for certain thing, it'll go under the table. Rather than for we go through the right channel, you pass them through the big man and get them, he do for you the work and give it to you. The work still they be accounted for, but the money, they show forth for. If you check in terms of accountability, let's go to these offices there. Just like my brother did from the reform side. You go to the office there and ask them for a report on waiting and non-do. Then go bring you a long list of activities then with the non-do. But ask them for give an account for all of their activities there. If na outside they generate money, ask them for give an account for waiting come inside based on the activity. They will not give an account. In fact, if you not take them before they come for candle and audit in that office, the office paper go burn. Or something will happen. Or something wrong must happen. That is the scariest part for CCA. anytime we auditing, they come. At that time, they go see office, they want so, they go so, they want so, they come so. You know, one for put one or two things together. But you have hierarchy. I know say if I buy this phone 2,000 leons, definitely I have to account for that 2,000 leons there. When the time comes for audit, I don't even need forfeit. I will just go pull all the reports from this time to this time, now this we do, this time to this time, now this we do, this time to this one, now this, and all documents prove to the effect.
So you believe, say, the process system of the various institutions, them within inside we government, they contribute to revenue loss?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Hold on to that thought. Well, let we come to Mr. Sigismund from Public Sector Reform. We don't agree just that estimation what we just provide. It is that to Mr. Mansari, in your analysis, he thinks the processes within the institutions of the country, they lead to that amount of revenue loss, and they make them easy for them we able for capture we institutions them. Whether parliament they provide better oversight, or whether me and Yusuf when citizens them, because in mention say influence in a cultural revolution we forget for let we change things. Now me and you for change we say the government are just a small part of the population. So for bringing that question to you, I want frame, ma'am, you think say it easy like the way we design we system na Sierra Leone, it easy for you capture the institutions them, or you feel say a weak laws them or weak implementation mechanisms them they make we with different government institutions them they get away with wrongdoings?
Okay, well, frankly, let me tell you, the issue with Sierra Leone is not about laws. We have virtually all the laws, and we are amending them every now and then. I'm not a lawyer where they talk now. The challenge you they get now enforcement, because patronage, a lot of things they can. But let me digress a bit. The fact that you talk about state capture, it means there's an institutional void. We can't talk about reforms if there is no challenge, if there is no gap.
Definitely.
You know, there are these institutional voids. Now, because of that, we want to address that, make you talk about revamping of the public service architecture. That by saying revamping, it means there is a problem. Like I'm bothered with the mention rightly just now. The system is fighting back. Like, let me take, for instance, when we start the issue of awareness raising about the reforms and the need for revamp the public service. It's a process. It's not an action. It will take over time. Then, but other countries then they get what they call integrity value. Like I'll be telling you just now, I talk about political culture. You know, what I notice about Salon are weak institutions. It's like I see more people like individuals are powerful, and it's a problem. Like we get more exposure, like we may not leave America a bit. For instance, like if you want to take driving license, I like not Donald Trump born you, my brother. You go sit down at that machine, you take the exam, nobody may talk to you. You fail, you fail. Minister, no, they call you begin cancer and I begin the hand. For let you get driver license, that's just example I give you. Now you they pass for yourself. Then I want another side. Then like wait till we drive so now. Like I tell you say the institution, you take me institution for instance, then bring them because they realize say there is institutional void and they want for address and for let come with this reform. Just take for instance one of the function now for undertake management and functional review. Like we say SWOT analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. For do assessment into the structures, the capacity, the strength. Then you advise the way forward, how they for drive. It go interest you for no say. For instance, if you take for do manpower audit, until you be know that language and say ghost teacher. You the civil service is overcrowded with unrealistic people.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the challenge. Like when you say like for this organization, they say look, count all man. That manpower audit. If you get 100 will command law continent. The all man for camp by not to the day owner they do that. The all man for present. Nobody know for him are not well or are sick. Wallahi, my brother, it's going to be frustrated. It will never work. So these are the challenges. Like when you have a system fighting back.
So, Mr. Sigismund, throughout your experience where you don't get inside the public sector reform unit, when I don't get any practical case where I notice who say any institution or powerful people or any MDA try for change rules them in their own favor?
Well, there are these challenges. I'm telling you now. You get similar kind of mandate. You get in fact, one of the factors where they face, you get about 2 institutions that do the same function. Why you not go harmonize them?
And then in the league too.
Yeah, but like more or less, that is the tension. You get a lot of organization or MDAs then where they not even need for exist because
EPA they do the work of Ministry of Environment.
Yes.
So bearing and not cut you off, bearing on that then, I come back to that opinion owner also say before we move into Parliament properly. You think say the institutions them get the problem or actually the laws? Again, why are they asked? Because you've been done say recently you say you know think say we get about cool laws them, you know think say the laws. Now you know about the passports deal, net page where government of Sierra Leone been signed with net page. Who's how we been for make we passports them for $100 per person. The thing was 10-year deal then sign. And we've been expect for let it done 2023, 2024. Now, after with that deal they done, we find out say next page still been they carry on for collect money for make them passports them day. The thing now with government, where the people them been they try for understand was who that get next page that mandates they for go ahead and then continue for the dupe Sierra Leoneans them to that amount where the dupe Sierra Leoneans then like they work for a complete 6 months to 1 year before we actually hear the cries of why are they still operating? Now we've been getting an agreement between them. There was an act established for that day, and that agreement been clearly spelled out waiting that mandate for do and waiting we for do. And by the end of the day now, whether man continue for the doing work, who are we for blame? Is it Ministry of Internal Affairs? Is it Parliament? We're not actually doing oversight functions them, or is it just me and you when our ordinary citizens them we not try for investigate the work with government for they do?
That's why you get institutions like the ACC, Parliament. Yeah, Parliament very important here because they not they just make laws, they not they just give oversight. If our Parliament, they take and say Parliament na they the problems, you know, because virtually make it take and say Parliament damn too powerful.
Really?
Because yes, because it's a micro of the macro representation of the people in terms of representation. By that I mean, now the whole country is on there. Now Parliament, now they approve ministers, now they approve commissioners, everything. In fact, the national budget, now Parliament they discuss. So to me, we need a serious Parliament.
Are you saying they are not serious?
Well, not necessarily. Okay. A robust Parliament way, because all boils around the issue of like monitoring. You know,
oversight functions.
Yes. Again, most of them things here a need for be backed with the political will. I'll not forget that one.
Okay.
Most of them here, if the political will kind of not effective, reforms, developments go be undermined. I'm telling you. Like for instance, like this talk where they talk about the establishment, when the president serious about reforms, as I tell you so, today, the minister table na Parliament, the civil service code and the strategic roadmap. Of course, then are the way they go England now. The minister, Fore Musa, the chairman, Keoba, you know.
Tell me more about that strategic roadmap.
The roadmap where like Usa Wango, like we say the Bible, for guide the reforms. Okay. Because you can't talk about reforms where you don't know Usa you go. You know, because we don't do a research, we don't know Usa the problems there. So now the effort now how we able to galvanize resources. We don't do a lot of study tours, going to South Africa, going to Liberia, going to
Forget
Egypt.
comparative
But just
studies.
yes, we'll all get on right. So all of them here what they do. But I make her tell you see where there is no political will. When the political will backed the ACC, you see what they do. You know, from the presidency, if you then back a state institution. But not many a times, what I can say, the private sector could be more effective because this mentality will get now government property, people not care. Now all you or you make like saying your papa get. Just take for instance, if I tell you say that you get a lot of state-owned property the way government or they even monitor, it will shock you.
Bearing on that, the way Mr. Sigismond don't say, if they make with the realize now, Parliament, we come to you, Mr. Mansari, Parliament actually for the make laws and for whole government accountable. You've been mentioned separation of power, and then one of the key things and we they look forward to Parliament for, so for the executive body not being too powerful. It happen inside Congress. If you man them no approve of a budget, President Trump not able for use them, and we see the thing where they go on inside America. And in the case of Parliament of Sierra Leone now, there was a time where the Anti-Corruption Commission go as far as for ask Parliament if una not able properly for accounts for una own funds them. How una go come provide oversight and accountability functions then for other institutions. If the watchdog not clean, how we go back? Now the question and so bearing on that then, for continue the conversation from your own academic lens, waiting at the thing them where you feel say, and now we're on Parliament proper, waiting at the things them where you feel say they make Parliament they struggle for check their executive arm. I mean, why are they asked this question for Fambulem? Institute for Governance Reform, and this think tank this think tank where actually they try for bridge the difference between knowledge and policy through research. Then we carry out a study where then find out say now where institutions them state capture generally they contribute to revenue loss for Sierra Leoneans. So not go they make that much money. So we will not go be a country like this who say the way you check how much money government collects and how much they account for inside the total money we they use. A really small, like 10% compared to other countries that went out about 60 or 70%. So them look at waiting they make with they lost their money and then begin for saying the various processes them inside with government institution them or one person we too powerful who can put in interest before everybody else is or people and the way they influence them MDAs them for get contracts with them or for award themselves. So in the end, look the contract for that timber business. Government of Sierra Leone was duped close to $85,000 and we check whether them be award the contract to Babadi. So if you have all these things, it means then think that this they help, sorry, they contribute to us losing the money and therefore they hinder our own development. So for let we deal with this means we need for address anything there. And so now I make they bring this question to you. I mean, if Parliament they provide an oversight function, next page for example, not being for go as far as for continue for go the all money from the consolidated fund and now they do for a contract we don't done. So what are the challenges them where they make parliaments they struggle for keep the executive arm in check and for hold people them accountable or for provide oversight functions generally?
Okay. So first I just want to know say the Sierra Leone Parliament over time, party go, party come, you know, they don't face this same struggle over and again. And this thing of struggling for make sure so they get things right, for make sure so the oversight, when them for do, then follow them to the latter, always don't become a major challenge. But let's go back and quite recently and see what really they happened.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the parliament we'll get, I can say, I mean, this parliament is the most dormant parliament, you know, and sometimes you not even give me the courage for even watch parliamentary debate because 95% or neither 98% of parliamentarians they are just there just to warm the seat, but no discussion no go come on board, no nothing you know go see. The only time you will see the parliament gets heated now when they talk about allowances, addition of transport fare for traveling, you know. Now the only time you will see, in fact, they will form a merger They all the vote for that one thing they for say yes. You go see they knock the table for say make them wardrobe salary increase, make this increase, make that increase. But they no could ever form a merger for say this policy, yeah, if we get for better with people than a salon, make we all vote for. So this thing of patronage, you just see say few of them parliamentarians they are either connected to most of these influential people. Most times either then collect fuel cheats from there, then give them then 200, 500 liter. Sometimes they host them and get free internet. Most times on time, one or two things them what they do with them things say for own their homes, then I go give them free. Sometimes you go see posts where they import cement, say okay, you know it is supply and free cement, they can billing us and all of that. So when issue come for discourse about let's say business policy, you go see the old lady, the old dormant, and watch somebody they watch. If the thing not go in favor of most of them connected individuals, then we then get, they not go vote for her. They will look it just like that and then sweep it under the table. But how long we go deep on this thing? Because of I know you, you know me. So if thing way for better everybody, when are the good of the society, because from the political angle and how we see them, how we analyze things, according to Plato, what you do thing now for the good of society. You need to do one for your personal self, for your individual self. Because if you do one for your individual self, then there is no need. You know?
Then Mr. Happiness, Mr. Mansari, with all which you don't mention, so I want to get one question I want to get one perspective from you. Where I've been to get a conversation with a friend, with a comrade the other day, a comrade of radicals, and I asked him, I mean, these are politically minded people. I am sure even one of we guests here is a one-time dictator for radicals. And I've been there get a conversation. I say, waiting at the thing where they make parliamentarians them actually know they behave the way they for behave, or they know they do their job. And person tell me say now the party, feel say now the party politics and the loyalty they affect how MPs them they carry out them work, either for let them not lose them position or win favor on them party. And so if they really because of this, they really hamper waiting them for doing how then they able to up for the two. You agree?
So let's get back to this and then we transcend onto the people.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
I mean, like I say, the whole of the APC or the SLPP party not constitutes the entire Sierra Leone. It's not possible. Right? We are citizens, irrespective of the party where they or the support. I'm telling you, if there is a parliamentarian or group of parliamentarians where they do extremely well in a parliament, irrespective of them party or them party ideology, if they think they go in line with what the people believe, I think the people now then gets power. Not to this few set of people. If you go na Ghana, I think one parliamentarian there, which is the popular one, we all know, I think from the Pram, side of Ghana. We see that guy there, it don't become, an idol. Because everybody knows, say, when it team up for the two. Irrespective of in party, in belief or what in party believe in. When it go, it fit for him people. And at the ending of the day, the people will be there to fight for you as well. So if we as citizens definitely know, say, this person will we get in the parliament, it gets with best interest, no matter what thing the party wants when an opposing side of the best interest or the good of the society, I tell you, the people themselves will fight for that good. Nobody know the way wants bad thing. Let's be honest now. If we have good parliamentarians there, and then they're doing extremely well, they not go in line with them party policy, but it go in line with the people's will. You think say that party they go on for pull them people and they? No, we'll find another means, because even when they do a recall of the people will elect them again as independent candidates.
So there was this case between Hafsa Tukaba, between Hafsa Tukaba, government of Sierra Leone, and that of Income Electrics. We pack up Anes income na Paris newly. I think they've been handouts to a certain sum of money for let it deal with the problem of electricity in the country. Now, throughout in tenure, and I think the investigation will happen after in tenure don't pass, find out say one the amp stuff with them be agree, or the voltage with them be agree on for the supply and not being reached. Two, by the time we government they catch up from, I think it was $25 million they allocate, we had already spent up to $100 million for something we for don't get for less of a price. And three, the people of Sierra Leone at the end of for bear that burden day. Now, the question with it in your mind way there, and this was something that happened way back during 2008, 2009. Where them things that don't happen, you expect say Parliament for being there for actually the monitor Madam Hafsa Tukaba, by then Energy Minister. But since he was not around, since they were not doing their job, they make with a wonder how many of them think they are people and they get away with. And so the question where they throw to you in your line of work where you do, one of the parliamentarians them where we've been discussed with tell we say the thing where they limit them intervention, interference, and for perform oversight functions now that they not get beaucoup data or resources for carry them out. Do you think that's a factor of affecting parliamentarians them currently? Do you think it's because they lack credible data or they not get access to resources them where they make them for good they provide oversight functions, or you feel saying I excuse them?
Well, what I go say before I come to that question, let me just share the news. Say cabinet don't approve the first ever public service policy and strategic roadmap, as I mentioned.
Congratulations,
the minister just listened to me.
Okay.
Congratulations, Honorable Amara Kalon. Just they text me. So like, in other words, like before I come to that one day, what did I tell you just now? I'm not a deliberate way they tell you about political culture, civic education, and all of them things. Me at times I can feel like saying most of them, they're so-called honorable, not know what them for go do. Don't get me wrong. So once you get people where not offer, there is no workshop, there is no training. That is the thing. I know that too much you praise the weight man, but the waste man they take charge from the job. Even if you are a professional, they will take you to a workshop. They will take you to an orientation. They will not assume.
Then get the School of Politics in America.
They don't assume.
Become a politician.
So
in London.
Coming to your question of Parliament, my brother. Like I tell you, say Parliament na the hub.
Okay.
When you get a no-nonsense Parliament, I'm telling you, Parliament na they control the dynamics. Yes, because now they make law, now they amend that, now they change that. You know, the judges now they approve them. Ministers. So what are they try for say? Parliament gets all the powers. I'm telling you. Even forget the president's problem, they're able to.
Is that likely to happen in Sierra Leone?
No, well, this is it. That's why I told you, instead of we have institutions working or strong institutions, is the reverse or the opposite.
So institutions are working for politicians, not politicians working for institutions.
That's the thing. Now government this.
So I read an audit report we come on inside 2019 we can find out like them in the investigate medical store and find out see like the amount of things that we be missing at the central medical store and by New England. Yes, like it worth millions and millions of dollars. Like you get things and we unable account for, no records, no explanation, and people and they say this like classic case of like system failure basically, and like for their resources then vanish that way easily. I
know they interrupt you.
Yeah,
you might just talk about me colleague panelists they talk about where if you see you talk about all this on the office. Now you talk about now. Now we are trying to get things digitalized and automation. I will tell you, Saloma no want that.
At all not.
Like when you go to our office, you clock in like how other Western world. Like
it's done here.
You know, even, yeah, fine. There is it. They go pour a machine there.
Yeah,
they will. Because they want the status quo, the traditional way of doing things, photocopy papers, where you have other places like they have a portal, HR hub. You don't need for Sabi anybody. You go apply.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
So you're saying
these are all the problems.
Which they say is because of that interest with few people they get, they don't want improvements to come.
Until we move away from patronage, we will continue to revolve into the same, and we're not going to move like we did down merry-go-round. Until we accept and get a state-centered mentality, nationhood. A different from Again, until the professor there, again, we don't even understand, say there is time for politics, then there is time for governance. We don't box up politics and governance
together.
Now for the governance.
So politics anymore.
Don't pass. But you find out that the guy APC, SLPP still the battle because I'm at the talk here now as a kind of public servant or civil servant. No, I'm not talking politics.
Yeah, not at all.
But I just want to be realistic. Another person could just undermine because not all them they're power. You know, if we can't make them score this point, we know we can have power quick. It doesn't work like that.
So it limits long-term development.
Yes, even like with the same way they vote in the parliament, if something get to do with then fuel and those kind of stuff, that one
So I want to bring a question to you, Mr. Mansaye. Now, and I think we get for one for picking thoughts, since in work they focus more on ministry, the executive, exactly. So now, from your angle, we start with you. The executive wing, in for be like the heartbeat of the country in terms of service delivery, basically. You see, and yet with the CC, in fact, now within the executive wing, I think most of the unaccountable funds them can the cases them can they come up. Now they get boku loss of revenue, in fact, from the political class to the ordinary civil servants. You see, so what I want to ask is, what actually they make. I mean, we have laws. We have lots and lots of laws. Them way for be instruments them for hold one or two things in check. But what we make now, we still say easy for manipulatory system. That's right,
So I will revert back for go to my first submission where I make where I say most times now we the citizens there. Now they help them guide there for make sure so they continue for do the things them what they do. Yeah, and most times when this maneuvering they happen, not to form the little man and dong, because when you look some certain documents and the way they sign, not to ordinary cleaner go signer. Right? Not to ordinary messenger go signer, not to ordinary secretary go signer. It take maybe the MD or maybe the manager or the permanent secretary. Also not then can sign in documents in the. So if somebody that lower man don't know, say if you go give 500,000 yanda, definitely go get to that point. Just like when you talk about page, these passport issues and all of that. How comes they see most people that want to see aliens and they get a passport? How will they go?
Like this case.
That means no interview, no nothing. How comes the person get her? These are all some of the questions that we ask. But when you turn the passport or you turn the national ID card, you go see director and signature there, right? How we get to her? No verification. How he pass? How he reach to her? Nobody not able for explaining really waiting they really happen. So it just sounds more like salon when you come inside, just like. Well, one thing I say again, what I just want to say, maybe we need for change the capital in name for that free tongue day. We change it to something. Yes, because the word free tongue, it just don't give you that bad omen wherein people can able to navigate and then do anything they want for. Go to the Lebanese then and see how they might get with borders there out there. Then go slap them, beat them when you go to police station. If you not take you back, now you left free.
Alright, so he has mentioned the thing them way if we say they contribute to us manipulating the system. The public service, I mean, the ordinary civil servants to even the political class inside the civil service, for be like this, now for the push government in policies, them now for go the like now in the thing where we for they see they deliver on the service system for sure see things are working, you see. But then we know they see that they happen. And Boku people they point to political interference inside every ministry, department and agency, and them feel say that they unbug the work with people and they do. Like even from the recruitment, basically, the amount of people where they recruit into the civil service, Mr. Sigismond, there are complaints that now by whether you Sabina and they make you they come inside. I mean, these are allegations the more with the area. And if that they happen, if political interference they come even down to whether we for pick for deliver on public service system, it means you know where they select the best qualified. we go they select the person where you recommend. In China, there is a difference. A ministry then gets a ministry of examination where you're responsible for conduct elections and recruitment for anybody who want to work in the civil service. In Sierra Leone, there is a question on political interference. Do you think that allegation is true from Yoko you don't do the public sector reform? Do you think from this study owner say owner do on the reforms the owner want bring, could this be amongst the thing them? Or are there things the movie they miss? I mean, I want to let you provide general perspective when you work on waiting on that don't see the Hamburg, the executive wing.
Well, like I tell you, we get all the laws. The issue is not about laws. I keep telling you, it's about enforcement. And I will tell you, even this HRT what they talk about, we have the state institutions, like the public administration, ministry, they get local institutions like the public sector reform unit, where they drive the technical mandate of the reforms. You get the PSC, when at the Public Service Commission, when I get the mandate for hire. I keep telling you, say, then TRD. You get HMO, when at the Human Resource Management Office. A day. You get wages and compensations. So you get CAPSEC.
Well, let's come back.
Largest land. And basically, as you said, the entanglement there in all of this, I can tell you, the civil service will be what I would say a political domain, not a political place. You get me?
Yeah.
You are being hired there based upon your competence and performance. You know, now I make it for to get that kind of competence appraisal, all of this stuff. Performance, yes. You know, but then I all know they happen because these are always they drive the reforms. The top does talk. So man don't retire and no one go. So how the other person go get work? Then again, government they pay people and no more winner goes there. I'm telling you, you get if you then do real manpower audit, my brother. Even the money government they pay all work man, it go be lesser because if all man make line, then do down there by MDAs.
The wage will really affect
it overcrowded with unrealistic figure.
7% of the
overcrowded
revenue.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't go say the waste, they go to individuals in pocket. So that is why now the challenges we get for transform, for revamp, you know, the initiative then they, but the roadblocks, you know, none are the challenge.
Based on una reforms the more idea about for implement, besides ghost workers, for example, waiting at the other thing them we they able for tell we but waiting they affect MDAs them back.
I will tell you back, I can tell you back say the harmonization of pay and incentive alignment. I can tell you
if they reduce
the motivation. If you think for instance you get parastatal, let's take like people already bring on board as technical assistant, they pay them then how many $1,000, and that civil servant they see himself say will get the same qualification. Some now then sit on a class, they need them capability, all of those stuff. You sit on that because that man come out to let's say UNDP, we work with the ministry just like on a particular activity or project. You did it. Most times, in fact, now the civil servant they do the job.
Then they deliver the work.
They do the work. They pay that man. So you find out that they are demotivated.
Okay.
You know, so you get for rationalize, you get for harmonize. All of them here we don't find that. Say these are the problems where they make all man just carefree, like you left handle. That is the challenge.
So, Mr. Mansari, we don't hear the concerns we everyone is generally from all we don't hear then. I wonder if Parliament not they do their work, or if then they allow, even if then they do their work, but then they allow few powerful people them for get away with bending the rules in their favor. Now, one great person we will get for turn to the judiciary. But then, if we get a judiciary now, we're not independent. How then did they affect we Sierra Leoneans then?
Well, my brother, that thing they go. I mean, don't they affect we all along? Yeah, looking at appointment base, the independence of the judiciary. Over time, we don't see everybody they shift them to the line of when it comes to making an appointment, more especially for the judiciary, on a political base. Now, all the way in this party, we come, you know, the Attorney General, and young person, now they put today. And if you don't look at them, we don't look at them from that perspective, they, as always, yeah, if we find out, say, things they know they even go the right way. Let's go back and see how many cases then in a court, my brother. Some man in case don't did it, some man don't die, said or left the case. Yeah. So looking at this pile up of issues, them within the, you know, the bribery issue, you go see, then they use political influence and go say, yes, so now you SLPP or APC brother, you are called the judge by and then take phone caller, hey, bra, I'm your from Bulando. Even though you're wrong, you go see them go even delay that case, stay the post get right to die left the case. So, but how long will go they continue with the same thing over and again, and then we they say we want to make the country go before? These three key parts, the more we they look at, you know, these MDAs, the executive, and also the judiciary, my brother. If we get a well-structured and formidable roadmap for them three institutions there, I'm telling you, the government, they make a change, and we the citizen as well. At the ending of the day, we'll go sit down and say, you know what, we think say this country it'll go before. But if we keep on saying at the same balance number we want to maintain, where this party can at the same, where that party can at the same, I'm telling you, my brother, we still live far from change first, because we're gonna still continue. Even if we give pad lamp, we know each 1 million people, even if we give them power, when NSF can, NSF they do the same thing.
Yes, let we go to the last question from Mr. Sigismond. We want to continue the conversation, but we are constrained by time. You're a lawyer, and this man don't highlight on the things and when they are bug seeking justice, basically in the judiciary or in the court sector. Now, he mentioned delaying cases, them it's forcing go under itself in case they are court back, delaying cases, them briberies within the judiciary, political interference. If all these things compound then, and now the only approach this way don't left for that we able for bring about fairer societies, how the ordinary citizen now we're able for demand for justice without fear.
But they tell you say now holistic problem we get. I don't tell you say the void a cut across the MDAs, a cut across the three arms. It's tough. It's so pathetic. That is the reality. In fact, we the lawyer them back they invest in the case. How? Imagine if the magistrate or the judge take a long time for preside over a particular matter, they adjourn, you lost interest.
Sure. Definitely.
That's the thing. Because let's say the person can give 500,000.
The money go down. They
don't do. They adjourn. But thankfully, I think the Chief Justice they do a lot of efforts. Yes, because the reform, I tell you, it's a public administration, the reform cut across. That the judiciary, the legislative, and that of everywhere for will get a kind of holistic shift, you know. So me basically, I tell you, say the problem they're all over the place. Right, so not just about lawyers, even with politicians, even with the layman. This country will collective effort.
Yes. So with you, I want to let this be your final message to Fambul from your experience now. The ordinary Saloma will be known the look you today. Waiting if they able for tell them on how we go able for stop state capture inside your small way.
My best advice I could say, not to one grade, like I go back to political culture and political socialization. For let you see that Pekin abroad, you know, he paper in the streets, and from the home he start. Maybe it can be a start. Maybe we own generation don't point. You know, the Pekin that will be born, the civic education will not play with them. You know, the civic education law started now. Awareness and full-time engagement. Okay. I'm telling you. And most times I'm telling you, even within the international platform, it's now the play catch. Countries like Ghana and Nigeria, they don't benefit a lot. And the most unfortunate thing, Salon, the signatory, then they pay for pay other nationals. We are not benefiting. They know more the effects in this country. We are not competing. Because most of them people they work in United Nations and EU, Now, like most of them, they retired civil servants. The wealth of experience. They kill them. But if you don't say you age, you not old it. They are no more around. So you see how, Richard, like I say, it cuts across.
All right, then come across to Mr. Mansai. Let we assume, say, the director of the Public Service Reform Unit, Public Sector Reform Unit, Mr. Suleiman Fore Musa, they watch you right now. And, well, I would have asked Mr. Sigis Monlande, but let we say they watch you right now, or let we assume, say, it could be, but let we just give you the witness of, say, Timothy Kaba, they watch you right now, for example, or Amara Kalon, they watch you right now. What's the recommendation we make to these policymakers?
One thing first way I want to say, and it's keen to all Sierra Leonean, you know, either work at the civil service or the work day. I think we get the right and responsibility for make sure say we help we brothers them. You understand? One way or the other, not to pass you the work day or not. If a country for change, you yourself as a citizen, now we for serve as the change, right? And if we can help them people they have for change, one thing we forget inside of we as Sierra Leoneans, make we try forget integrity. Because you go see, my brother, at the end of the day, everything boils down to integrity. If somebody not get integrity, they tell you can't get 10,000, they take him because of, not value himself. If they take himself for 10,000 leons and then he go do the wrong thing. But if we all try for follow up with some of the key things them where we pass leaders there, you go to Pakaba. He says Salomon left by that, right? Then it connected with the view of Anes by Kuroma. We can talk about attitudinal change, make we change our attitude, right? Now we don't come to the new direction, but how the direction new? Thinking say for change with attitude, right? All of them things they are interconnected. You see, we leaders there, the ideas they are all the same. But what thing we go do as citizens for help their leaders there? Because at the ending of the day, for we own point of view, the university, we serve as a think tank. When you go to the University of Portland, the US, you find out say anything the state want for do, they make sure say they consult the university. Tell them say, this still want for work on, this bill parliament they talk on, I wanna go over assessor. Because at the ending of the day, we have students who are researchers. We will send them at the field. Then go ask because they come from different communities and they know all of the things that they happen within the communities, right? And go bring valid information. So with that, we help the students, we transcend and don't. Just like we basic education, they try to come with this civic education policy. We start from the primary school, from the homes there. Some parents and we need for get social worker they go and check on at the house and ask what they teach the beginning, right? So with that, but if person don't know say in Papa now 5,000 leons now they work, but every day when they come with past 5,000 leons now house. What's in the cause? And a question mark. So the kids himself grow up, and they know say in Papa they work 5,000, but they come with past 5,000. So instead they go do side hustle for come and the side hustle they affect the country.
Whether it is legal or illegal. Illegal. All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. So Famulem, I mean, we want to continue, but we are constrained by time. We're limited by time. Sorry. Today, when I don't learn, but how state capture, how local institutions then they contribute to state capture. In a sense, we not just look at changing rules, but also different things, them bad practices, them or corrupt practices, where they make government lose money. I mean, if you've been following last episode, we talked about the various ways in which state capture actually they play out inside institutions, them and it's when so it happens. Say we focus on parliament today, MDAs, and then we focus on the courts them as well. But we also don't hear from them people here say you're able to change the status quo. You with stronger institutions, them honest leadership, and with people them where they able for come in and speak up on these issues there, we be able for take control of the state one institution at the time. Until next time, well, until next week Sunday, me we bring the program to you today. Me own name na Bimba Kamara, and me na the station manager for True Talk Radio, Institute for Governance Reform. True Talk, gets the facts, get True Talk.
Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We na economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show with economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This is the platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.